Hi, my name's Cam, and this is the second video on Rotobrush tool in After Effects. So in the first video, I showed you guys how to cut out a character, isolate something from the foreground or background using the Rotobrush. And now I'm just going to give you a few tips to clean up your mask and make it look nice. So to get back to the Rotobrush layer comp, you would just click the Rotobrush tool, double click the comp, and then you're back in this layer. To adjust Rotobrush settings, you're just going to go to the controls like any other effect. You want to make sure you're always on version 3. You can use the feathering effect here to make the mask softer or more defined. However, just keep in mind that the feathering also affects the shape of your mask. So if you want to stay more true to the original mask shape, you want to make sure your contrast is all the way down. The contrast up is going to change how that looks. As you can see now, it looks less feathered because the contrast is up. So really, these two together are going to be what you play around with to get your proper mask softness. The Shift Edge tool is very helpful for if it's cutting off a little bit too much or too little of your subject. So Shift Edge will just bump it a little bit to the inside or a little bit to the outside, depending on which direction you go. This reduced chatter effect is very helpful for if the AI is kind of making your mask jitter around a little bit. I just crank it all the way up to 100, and that makes most of the jittering go away. Very effective, but you want to keep it off if you care about render times, because it will make it take a little bit long to process. The term for Rotobrush figuring out each frame is called propagation. So when it tells you that it's propagating, then this is just Rotobrush figuring out what the next frame's mask should look like. And it does take some time, especially if you're at a very long pre-comp. So if Rotobrush is taking too long to propagate, then what you're going to want to do is cut your footage into smaller clips, and then that will make it exponentially faster to propagate, and we'll get through it a lot quicker. This has just been a couple quick tips with Rotobrush, and I'll see you in the next video.